Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into something truly special. We're embarking on a journey into the world of cinema, but not just for entertainment. We're hunting for treasures of life lessons from an incredible movie, The Pursuit of Happyness. So what's this movie about? Well, for those who don't know or need a little memory jogger, The Pursuit of Happyness is a real-life story about a man named Chris Gardner. The film is packed with emotional and inspiring moments as we watch Chris battle poverty and homelessness while taking care of his son. But why have we picked this movie as our topic today? That's the beauty of Chris Gardner's story. It's not just about a man striving hard to change his life around. It's about courage in the face of adversity, the importance of education and family support among other positive values. And our main character today, yes, that's him, Chris Gardner. An ordinary man with extraordinary challenges. With all odds stacked against him, homelessness and poverty, he still fights to achieve his dreams. So folks, let's kickstart our adventure. Let's dive deep into the inspiring tale, The Pursuit of Happyness. Learn from Chris Gardner's struggles and how he managed to grab hold onto his dreams. All right, folks, let's dive deeper into the ocean of Chris Gardner's life. You know, one of the most striking aspects of The Pursuit of Happyness is its depiction of struggle and perseverance. This isn't your average Hollywood fairy tale. It's raw, it's real, and it hits home. Chris Gardner was thrown curveballs by life that would make most people give up. Poverty was his unwanted companion. Homelessness was his uninvited guest. Yet he didn't surrender to these hardships. Instead, he faced them head-on with sheer determination and unwavering resolve. Imagine being homeless, jobless with a young son to care for. Sounds impossible, right? But Chris taught us that impossible is just a word in the dictionary. He turned every stone, knocked on every door, until he found opportunities hidden beneath layers of rejection. And here comes the interesting part. What kept him going? Was it hope? Was it ambition? Or was it sheer willpower? Perhaps all three. But one thing is clear. His perseverance wasn't just about surviving. It was about thriving in adversity. His story teaches us that even when life pushes you down repeatedly, you can rise up stronger than before. It reminds us that success isn't served on a silver platter, but earned through sweat and tears. So next time when you're facing challenges or feeling like giving up, remember Chris Gardner's journey from sleeping in subway bathrooms to becoming a successful businessman. Remember the pursuit of happiness. Because folks, if Chris could do it against all odds, then so can we. All right, let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that often gets taken for granted: education. Now you might be wondering, what does education have to do with Chris Gardner's story? A whole lot, my friends. You see, in The Pursuit of Happyness, Chris wasn't just battling poverty and homelessness. He was also fighting for his right to learn. He knew that the key to breaking his cycle of poverty was through the golden door of education. Despite all odds, Chris took up an unpaid internship at a brokerage firm. Now think about it, an unpaid job while being homeless. It seems like a recipe for disaster, right? But here's where the magic of education comes into play. This internship wasn't just a job, it was his classroom. Every day was a new lesson. Learning about stocks and bonds wasn't just about making money, it was his ticket out of poverty. His hunger for knowledge propelled him forward despite countless setbacks. So what can we take away from this part of Chris's journey? That education is not merely confined within four walls or limited by age or circumstance. It is indeed the most powerful weapon which you can use to change your world. And remember, folks, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. The next time you find yourself questioning the value of education, think back on The Pursuit of Happyness and how it transformed Chris Gardner's life. Let's now turn the page to another chapter of Chris Gardner's life, the relationship with his son. Now, this isn't just any father-son bond we're talking about. This is a bond that was forged in the fires of adversity, a connection that stood strong in the face of extreme hardship. In The Pursuit of Happyness, Chris wasn't just fighting for himself, he was fighting for his son. Despite their circumstances, Chris managed to shield his young boy from the harsh realities they were living through. He made sure that even though they were sleeping on bathroom floors or lining up at homeless shelters, his son still experienced joy and happiness. This relationship wasn't built on extravagant gifts or lavish vacations. It was built on shared struggles and simple moments of love. It teaches us that being a parent isn't about providing material comforts alone, but also about offering emotional support and maintaining an unbreakable bond, even during challenging times. And folks, this aspect of Chris's story is as inspiring as it gets. How love can triumph over adversity, how parental affection can become a child's safe haven amidst chaos. So next time you think about family relationships or parenting, remember The Pursuit of Happyness. Remember how Chris Gardner turned their hardship into a journey filled with valuable life lessons for his son. Now, folks, we've reached the final chapter of our journey through The Pursuit of Happyness. And what a journey it's been. But before we wrap up, there's one more crucial element of Chris Gardner's story that we need to discuss: the power of dreams. You see, throughout his struggles, Chris held onto one thing tightly: his dream. His dream wasn't just about becoming wealthy. It was about creating a better life for himself and his son. It was about proving that no matter where you come from or what obstacles you face, your dreams are valid. In The Pursuit of Happyness, Chris teaches us that dreams are not just idle fantasies. They are visions that can guide us even in our darkest hours. They provide hope when all seems lost and motivation when the going gets tough. But here's the catch: dreams alone aren't enough. They need to be backed by relentless effort and unwavering belief. And this is exactly what Chris did. He pursued his dream with such tenacity that eventually it became a reality. So, as we conclude our exploration into this inspiring tale, remember this: never stop dreaming, but also never stop working towards your dreams. Because at the end of the day, folks, it's not just about dreaming, but about pursuing happiness. And now, my friends, we've arrived at our final destination: the transformative power of positivity. You see, throughout The Pursuit of Happyness, there's one thing that shines brighter than any other aspect of Chris Gardner's story: his positive outlook. Despite facing adversities that would break most people, Chris remained steadfastly positive. He was not immune to despair or frustration. He felt those emotions just like anyone else, but he refused to let negativity consume him. Instead, he chose to see every setback as a setup for a comeback. He viewed every failure not as a dead end, but as a detour leading him towards success. His positivity wasn't about denying the harshness of his reality. It was about choosing hope over despair. Chris Gardner's story is proof that your mindset can be your most powerful ally or your worst enemy. It shows us that even in the darkest times, maintaining a positive outlook can light the path towards change and growth. So folks, as we wrap up our journey through The Pursuit of Happyness, remember this: life will inevitably throw challenges at you, but how you perceive these challenges determines how you overcome them.